Hi, Clint here. Today I'm going to talk about the Hunter Industries MP Rotator nozzle and why this product might be right for you. Hunter put out a video not too long ago that does a good job of explaining the benefits of this product. But first, our company is a landscape design and construction company based in the Dallas area, and we are a licensed irrigation company through the state of Texas. All right, let's get started.
There are three main reasons you would want to retrofit a zone from traditional sprays to MP rotators. 1. The nozzles and the spray bodies are damaged or clogged, and you want to install a more durable nozzle. The MP rotator has a double pop feature to eliminate clogging and is made with a tough plastic with a metal ring to prevent damage in the field. 2. The spray heads are using more water than needed.
So this nozzle you see here is probably going to be the most common nozzle you'll find in a residential property in the Dallas area. If it's a larger grass sections, you might see like a small rotator for the larger grass section. But this is going to be the most common nozzle around the property.
Or the zone has runoff. The MP rotator puts down water slower, allowing the soil to absorb it. This saves water over traditional spray nozzles.
Oh, let me go back a bit. So this is it. So this is why we love the MP rotator. If you look at the spray nozzle, the traditional spray nozzle on the left, it's going to put out maximum amount of water it can in a short period of time. The ground's only going to take so much water before it ends up in runoff. That's why you see after you water or after your neighbor waters, you might see excess water in the street, along the sidewalk, or running down your driveway. The nozzle to the right, the MP rotator, is going to slow that water down to almost like a light spring rain, allowing the ground time to absorb the moisture from the watering. One thing about when watering with an MP rotator versus a traditional nozzle is the watering time. So a traditional spray nozzle is generally going to be between 12 to 15 minutes on average, unless you're in a cycle and soak mode. The Hunter MP rotator on the right is generally going to be anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes, again, because we're slowing that water process down.
3. The zone has lost pressure, or you need to use fewer nozzles for the same coverage. With the MP rotator, you can use fewer sprinklers than with traditional spray nozzles.
All right, so let me make a comment about this here. Is if you look at the left, this shows a traditional spray nozzle. Most traditional spray nozzles, depending on the brand you use, will go up to around 18 feet. We don't use anything bigger than 15 feet for larger areas. That's our cap. Because it just puts out it uses so many gallons per minute to water once you get to that 15 foot section. But essentially what it allows you to do is, as you can see how many nozzles and heads you require to install an irrigation system with the old traditional nozzle method versus an MP rotator, because it's more efficient at watering, the system doesn't have to be nearly as big. You don't have to have nearly as many zones, depending on the application. Additionally, the MP rotator has smaller nozzles. They have side strips, center strips, which are 5 feet by I think 15 feet, or flavors thereof. Then it sprays. Then you can get a nozzle that's 35 feet. So versus the traditional nozzle that you're going to be capped at that 18 foot.
As you can see, traditional spray nozzles lose a lot of water to misting in the wind. The advantage of the MP rotator is that it delivers water in heavy droplets at a matched precipitation rate. Much more of the water that goes through the MP ends up on the turf. Not the case with sprays.
Fact check true on this one. So the spray nozzle, if you have a spray nozzle right next to an MP rotator nozzle, you will see a huge difference in how much moisture you lose to wind. The spray nozzle, I think it's about 30% is going to be lost to wind, depending on how windy it is, of course, versus the MP rotator is going to reduce the amount that's lost. It is night and day difference. So the advantage of the MP rotator is you're going to have more water land on your property versus land on your neighbor's property.
The MP rotator gets the right amount of water onto your zone where it's intended, with minimal water waste. A typical zone equipped with conventional spray nozzles applies water at up to 4 times the rate of a zone equipped with MP rotators. The spray nozzle is prone to runoff after a very short time. Although adding the MP rotator to existing spray bodies will not fix lack of head-to-head coverage on a poorly designed zone, the MP rotator will apply the water much more uniformly over the given area, thus operating more efficiently.
Last couple things I'm gonna say about the MP rotator nozzle is where we use it is in a retrofit situation. It allows us to reduce heads and become more to make a system a little bit more efficient and effective at watering if we can reduce heads without having to install additional zones. What it also allows us to do, especially on an incline or decline of a property where there is a high chance of erosion, it again because it slows down that water, it's going to mitigate the risk of how much erosion could take place on your yard if it has a steep incline or decline. All right, let me pause here. Again, I just want to give some information out there for our clients on the reason why we like the MP Rotator. If you have any questions, you want to check us out, our website is crimsonlandscape.com.